Hey, beloveds, and happy Thursday. I'm so grateful to have a moment to tune in and turn on with you. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Wow. So, here we are. We had that big new moon energy. I know everybody felt that Lion's Gate portal open on 8/8 on Sunday. I had a big predictions and prophecies where I talked about a lot of the things that I see coming for the rest of the year and so much more. And today that door closes. Pardon me. The door to the Lionsgate portal closes today. And then tomorrow we have this cosmic feminine energy of the only Friday the 13th of 2021. Before we get into this last and final, I am good, beloved CJ. Thanks so much for asking, beloved. How are you? And so, I've been really coming slowly back into August because we have 5 planets in retrograde, beloveds. And I always like to come out here to nature because you never know what we're going to see. Butterflies. I just saw a hummingbird fly by. And so, coming back into August, but what I was saying, we have 5 planets in retrograde. And so this energy is really taking us into really looking at our soul. And so now we also then have the Perseus meteor shower happening tonight and tomorrow. And that also is really examining, really giving us a clear view at what are we holding near and dear? What are we paying attention to? What are we giving our light and our love to? Because we are starting to recognize that not only is life full of life and sparkling, it's also very fleeting. We are all being faced with difficult decisions and death and so much more. And this is why it's so imperative that we allow ourselves to get renewed, to do our spiritual practice more and more. Are you not right? Are you and he told me to apologize. Oh yeah, are you not, what are you willing to close when this portal closes today, this Lion's Gate? What are you leaving behind? What is behind that door that needs to be shut? Because tomorrow's feminine, cosmic feminine energy of the Friday the 13th, and given it's the only one of this year, it is really an amazing time for us to not only, as I said, see how life is sparkling and fleeting at the same time, but recognize that we were put here at this time for a very important reason, beloveds. We are not here by accident. Many of us know we are meant to be healers because we know we are meant to be healers. And we are being now given this opportunity and chance to show ourselves. In fact, we are healers. And some of us are healers for others, and some of us are healers for ourselves and our families, but it all starts with us. Who's getting the nudge to start eating better? Who's getting the nudge to start letting things go? Who's starting to see, I need to be a student of life? I'm missing something. Who's feeling these feelings? I would love to see some hearts. And look I just found this little baby shell. Oh, do you hear? Somebody's going by with a horse. There's a man right there going by on his horsey. And so I found this shell, and it's a reminder that, life is in cycles, beloveds. And many of us are going through a birth experience at this moment. And if we're going through a birth experience, if you're a woman or someone who has the ability to give birth, then you know that that is not an easy experience. First, you have the 9 months of gestation, and then you have this experience called labor. We are in a long labor process, beloveds. And so I want to share with you a couple of ways that I can support you right now in getting some support, getting some healing, because I know more than ever, so many of us are at this, at the top level of our stress, especially our brothers and sisters, who are dealing at the front lines, and some of this, energy. There is a lot of fear. There is a lot of fear, and I don't want to get into this whole conversation, but what I do want to say is, if fear is dominating the conversation, what is the opposite of fear? And so I want to be on the side of that's talking about love. I want to be on the side where I'm talking about wellness and mental wellness and spiritual wellness. And you know what I'm saying? Because if it's all we're seeing out there is fear, then I want to be on team love, right? And if you want to be on team love, yes, listening sharply. I mean, many of us are feeling this experience of letting things go. Who's letting things go? Who's feeling the need to, really look at their diet? Who's feeling the need to maybe even just pick up and move? Who feels like the Fool card, ready to take a leap of faith? Right? So it's like the Fool card and the Strength card right now, that Lion's Gate. Often on the Strength card in tarot, there is a lion involved. And so that door is closing. What are you leaving behind, beloveds? So a couple of ways, again, as I shared, that if you would like, your diet change, perfect. That's doing that inner work. When you can hear that your body says, feed me differently, that means you're really starting to listen to your intuition. Y'all, it's getting hot out here. And so I got to bust out my fan. And so it is important that we start to listen to our body, because when our body recognizes that we're listening, then she starts telling us more secrets. She starts telling us more things about, oh, you need some of that in your diet. No, don't try that. Ooh, that person's energy doesn't mesh well with yours. Do you feel me? When you start listening to your body, then you can hear her secrets. Okay, so one of the first ways, if you would like to connect with me, is join our community. Join our community. There's always so many amazing things we have going on, and especially in the tarot world. And if you would like to work with me even deeper, maybe just a one-on-one, every month now I'm offering 5 spots for Cosmic Soul sessions. And these are sessions where I go into your Akashic records, I give you some aromatherapy and a whole bunch more. And so again, because these are so extensive, they're in 5 parts. And so if you're interested in that, please send me an email at tarotlifecoach@gmail.com, or you can hit the button in my link in bio that says work with me. Another way that you can work with me is we'll have something very special coming up, but you have to join the community to know what we're doing, because I know so many people have been asking us more and more about the moon and the Looniversity and so much of that. I wanted to ask, what do you really want to know about the moon? What is your most interesting, what interests you about the moon so much? Because we'll be sharing some more moon insight. I've had so many people come to me about moon and so much, because now more and more people are recognizing the importance, because it's connected to our emotions. And as I was sharing before, our mental health is at such a high anxiety and stress level, and so much filled with fear. We can only come here to heal it. And this is why doing the spiritual work is so important, because it gets done in here. It doesn't get done in here. Spiritual work isn't done out there. And that's why it starts, a sick thought, beloveds, take this in. A sick thought can destroy a dream, a life, a body. One sick thought can destroy a body, a life, and a dream. You feel me? So we have to be, now more than ever, to be enlightened means to be unattached, to be full of light. And so as this door closes, this Lion's Gate closes, what are you leaving behind? And what door are you opening as you step forward, beloveds? We must ask ourselves these deeper, probing questions now more than ever, because we don't have time to play. The universe is not playing with us. We can see now that life is sparkling with beauty and renewal and rebirth, just like this little baby eggshell. But it is also very fleeting, because right next to that one, you will see then a baby bird that didn't make it, right? I'll see this shell, and then maybe out of that shell, that baby didn't make it, right? But we know that if we've made it this far, beloved, then we're meant to be here. It is time for the healer in us to step up. And so what is she asking you for? And if you don't know, if you were truly asking your soul, what am I here to do? What am I here to do? That is what this cosmic soul session is all about. And if you know you want to take it a little deeper, come and visit me personally here in Puerto Vallarta. We have 2 spaces left in our Royal Reset Retreat. And here you get to be, and we're going to do water magic as well as, of course, one-on-one healing. We'll do cooking demonstrations and all kinds of fun things. And so, I know that the level of stress that everyone is under is it's so great, and all of us are feeling the same amount of stress. All of us are experiencing some level of what is happening, this energy. And so this is why it's so important that we get so solid in our spiritual practice and our spiritual discipline, that even what's going on outside does not rock our peace, right? How many times has something out there totally shaken you? We have to remain steadfast, even if it's something horrible. I remember the day that I joined the club with Rachel Rogers' club, We Should All Be Millionaires, was the same day that my brother died. So it's the 2 big points in my life, a day I will never forget. But it was just so interesting, right, that those 2 things coincided, but at the same time recognizing that there are no accidents. And so yes, I have to get up. We have to get up and see what is the healing in that, right? And I hope if you did join us on Sunday, you got to see the picture, and I was joined by my beautiful psychic friend Ellen Edmondson. So I hope you had a chance to connect with us on Sunday. We had an amazing Lionsgate. And so if like I said, that you would like to work with me further, please, let me know. And I do have a few spaces left for even some spiritual coaching. So I've shared with you 3 ways you can work with me. But now let me share with you 3 things that you can do right now for yourself to really bring in that energy of self-love. First, have a date with yourself. That's what my shirt says. That's why I'm out here in Mother Nature. This is my date with myself. This is feet in the ground. This is connecting to Mother Nature. This is my date with myself. So that is number 1. Take care of you, not this physical you. Stop being attached to this body. This body is the temple to your soul. So take care of it as a temple. But I'm talking about feeding your spirit each and every day. Just like you feed this body, you must feed your spirit. And 2, what you must do with this spirit and this soul is dress it. Protect your energy, shield your energy, use your crystals, use your things. Allow yourself to know that no negative, no bad vibes can come in. It's not that you're trying to shield yourself off. No, in fact, beloveds, what you're trying to do is harness your energy. And something interesting that came to me the other day, in every single language that I have ever, in every country I've ever known, and in every single language, do you know there's one word that is the same in every single language? Almost. No. Everybody understands no. And so, but in Russian it's niet, right? That's what I know, it's niet. But you know what I'm saying? Like in every language, no means no. And so we have to say no to ourselves so we can say yes to ourselves in certain ways. And so who we talk to is fantastic, and thank you for bringing that up, Serena. But how we talk to ourselves. So I said we have to be spiritually connected. We need to be spiritually dressed. We need to be spiritually aligned, spiritually dressed, and we need to be speaking to spirit. If we want spirit to speak to us, we must be speaking to spirit. And do you know what the language of spirit is? Breath, silence. It's silence. Hello, beloved. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's our breath, it's our silence. It's our meditation, it's our prayers, it's tarot, it's crystals, it's the animals, it's the signs from the universe. But if you're unaware, you won't see it. So we have to be spiritually aligned, we have to be spiritually dressed, and we have to be spiritually awake. So it's time, beloveds. Awaken. awaken your spirit, awaken your body temple, move, shift, do whatever. If you want to be enlightened, beloved, you've got to let some things go. So get ready for that, because there is more to come. And so I would love to work with you, all of you, if I possibly could. But if you would like to, you can always join also Tanya's House of Tarot, our Facebook community, and get some tarot insight and so much more. We have some great things coming up for you very soon, including I'll be sharing about my upcoming vlog. Can't wait to share that with you, and so much more, beloveds. But I'm gonna go and again go back to having my date with myself, and I'm gonna close the door to some old things that no longer serve me, so I can open the door to the blessings of the universe. How about you, beloveds? Happy Friday the 13th tomorrow. Remember, invite in that cosmic feminine, and I'll talk to you soon. And until next time, beloveds, Ashe.